My name is Charles Watson. I am the founder, owner, and CEO of SetToDestroyX eSports. We're headquartered here out of Canada. My role changes all the time. I basically come in and manage and operate all facets of SetToDestroyX. That's everything from our managers to our creative division to our competitive portfolio, which is all of our teams and players. And basically, I'm just doing everything with our staff as much as everybody else is too. So we're working hard. 2017 has started off extremely well for us. So we first started off with the Twitch partnership. So we got a Twitch eSports partnership. So all of our competitors all are partnered and can ultimately bring in more revenue for themselves. And so that was a great thing, not only for our current competitive players and teams, but also it helps us in terms of recruitment as well. So if we wanted to reach out to, let's say, sign a FIFA player or whatever, we can say, hey, you know, we have the opportunity of also getting you partnered on your stream as well. So, you know, just having that, you know, high elite echelon opportunity that other organizations do, it really puts us in a great position moving forward. In terms of just the beginning of 2017, it seems like everything's gone so quick. You know, our CSGO team, we got second in main and won some money there. Then the team disbanded. We tried to re-sign a new team and it just didn't make sense for us moving forward. After CSGO, our COD team really had a pretty good progression here. It went from Atlanta to Paris to Dallas, and each time we just kept getting better. And then after, it was after Dallas, I believe, so after Fort Worth, Texas, we had one of our players come into us and say, well, they wanted to move from an incentive-based contract to an actual salary-based contract on a monthly basis. And the team had been performing well, so they were always performing in that 13th to 16th spot and moving into pool play and doing exceptionally well against pros or, you know, teams that were considered pro players. By that time, it just made sense for us to ultimately look at our options, and we were approached by a couple teams and organizations that wanted to pick up some of our players, and after that, we had reached an agreement confidentially with Allegiance. Call of Duty's, it's been something that we have always been synonymous with. So since like the beginning of time of SetToDestroyX, we've always been in Call of Duty. So if anything, seems extremely weird not being in it. So we're kind of approaching a couple weeks right now where we haven't been in COD, and we were gearing up for Anaheim next year in June. And yeah, it's a little weird, just not having a COD team, but it's great. You know, with how Call of Duty has kind of been slowing down really in the last two and a half years, it makes more sense for our organization to diversify even stronger into other games and other consoles and other things that can bring in a stronger opportunity of a return on investment. You know, in terms of selling the US Call of Duty team, it doesn't mean that we're necessarily out of Call of Duty. Really here in Canada, there's been a lot of Call of Duty events that have came into the light here in the beginning of 2017. So there was World Gaming Cineplex, which was a 20K event here in March, as well as UMG Sault Ste. Marie, which is Northern Ontario, and that was beginning of April. So we had two events here in Canada that we had an opportunity of really joining and being part of and having a great opportunity for success. So first of all, when we knew about this, which was months in advance, we wanted to set up a team and really be a part of these opportunities and obviously have a great time of making some money. So I'd approached Holler, and Holler was an individual that I've worked with before in the past. And from that, we just went out and set up a team. So we picked up Exotic, and then also Mayhem was already on our US Call of Duty team. And then we had BZ, which is another individual that I'd worked with in the past. So we had formed this team, and the first event that we'd gone out, we'd played at World Gaming Cineplex 20K.
this, over your shoulder, something like this. Now get in tighter, just like that, right at me, got you, now all of you together, get as tight as you can, tight, arms, just like that, get in tight, just like this. So, you're gonna win this thing? Yeah. Tell me you're gonna win it. Yeah. There's so much expression on your face. Get excited now. You two guys at the end, this stuff. Go for it. Up. Give me some excitement here, buddy. Bump your guys. Do something great. Got you. Okay. Do the hug. It's a man hug. Got you. Wait. Done. Right now. Do the hug. Touch. Try to say you can.
DM business. How many followers you got? Not even this. Whoa. Yeah, that's going to be the whole train right now. Spanish all over here. Well, I could just tell him, like, right there. How much is your play? Yeah, let's do it.
All right, here we go. Boom.
I'll root for you, but our guys come first.
I don't think everybody's gonna be here like early, but I've got shirts in the vehicle, and so I don't know. Like half an hour. The vehicle's just like half a block away, so.
Is there names on?
No, it's just like X on it. Yeah. But
I'm my kid right now. Wearing this other one.
got the shirts.
How come it says Watson on the back?
Huh?
How come your shirt says Watson on the back?
Watson?
You're changing your gamer tag to Watson?
Well, psychology's a little long.
I guess.
A little long in the teeth.
But, all right.
Why do you have StaX?
Dude, because that's all I'm making.
For those of you who don't know, Cineplex and World Gaming are hosting eSports tournaments at Cineplex Theaters. And I'm here at Scotiabank Theatre, Toronto to check out the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare Canadian Championship Finals.
What you know about Call of Duty?
StDx going up against Fury. The winner of this best of 5 will be facing off in the grand final.
I mean, this could be uncontested here. There's one player from Fury Gaming in a spot to make a play, and he is cut down. It's going to be StDx taking game number 1, 250 to 90. Like this is the same type of push they used at the beginning. They went towards mid. A nice opening gun battle there from Mayhem, and he catches Modi actually throwing a nade there, able to pick up a second. Picks up a third as well. His teammate's going to take him out.
And BZ ends it. He's like, settle down there, Ace. You're not getting the ace on my watch.
He may have had the ace like that. One player was jumping up exactly to where he was heading.
You very well could have. You see it from BZ's screen. He's like, get out of my way.
Yeah, you've got 4 and 9 for Swirly, 4 and 10 for the mid. Everybody kind of flagging. Right now, no one exactly going off. Bar, connector. He's still there.
There you go. This is the pass to Exotics. In through Silo. Camo. 25 seconds left. Dodging bullets. You can't hit me because you can't see me. And there's the dunk. 4-2. Under 20 seconds remaining. It's now going to be an overdrive back. Actually, this is great from BZ. He's going to be able to get the kill and just steal the drone. Steal the drone. Lighten up the body. And this is a 3-0 victory for StDx as he's trying to make everyone in the venue dizzy.
And the difference in this game, this uplink game, is camo use on the side of StDx. Fury Gaming does not get a camo at all. StDx will be moving on to the grand final.
We had won all the online qualifiers and had gone and we had the #1 seed going into our group into the LAN tournament in Toronto. We had gotten all the way to the finals and a lot of people pegged us to lose to a team called Gurg, which is Royalty, Ivy, Goonjar, and Gunless. That's right. So everybody was picking Gerg to win, and I can understand why. The great thing is that our team had been playing a lot together, and we're always individuals that, even individually within their own teams in the US, we're playing a lot together as well and playing consistently.
Gerg versus SetToDestroy. The winner takes home $20,000.
The best in Canada, they're going to square off, and somebody is winning the big prize.
And royalty, the dip, the dive.
We just kind of know we're one of the best teams here, so we just got to perform, and that's pretty much it. My teammates were doing clutch.
3 straight rounds for SetToDestroy, Maven.
We started bringing it back, grinding out the rounds, like figuring out how they play, and then just countering it.
All right, let's do this again. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your grand finals. Make some noise. 205 to 205. These teams still so evenly matched. We mentioned how they were destined for the grand finals prior to today starting, and they are not disappointing right now. Unjar getting fancy in the hard point.
He's able to stay alive for a moment, but it's Beezy that finds the 2 kills. A gun skill, but Unjar finds another 2 kills. And as Ivy picks up one that may be all she wrote. Gerg looking to close it out. 3 seconds remaining. Game 1 in the books.
But now we're ready for game number 2. It's Search and Destroy Retaliation, and we're watching the man himself, Ivy, 37-27 in game 1 off the break.
The sniper with the cable, whatever he's had in hand, it's been beautiful, and there's the opening couple of kills coming through. A second, the third right to your right, buddy. He's only got 6 up in the clip, but 6 is enough to get it done. Right, Gullis goes ahead, pops the camo.
There's nobody.
Nobody home at all. That's both camo uses we've seen, where there's just nothing. They have complete top control. This series is going to be tied up at 1-1.
Finally, it has been proven that Gerg can bleed. Exotic, they want to punish off of this. They could easily get a 1 right here, potentially a dunk. They've cleared out the lane again. This will be a 2-point play. SetToDestroy on the board.
They're waiting to get back. They're waiting for Holler to get set up at the sub inside. Now you have a chance to rally. You still have Exotic in the base. Drone is out for Beezy. He's just looking to pass this forward. Gets it to Mayhem. Now to Exotic. The toss is coming. Now the alley-oop is in, and it's a 4-0 advantage.
GG. SetToDestroy. 1 map away from being crowned the best in Canada. He's got the E-Rat out. Game number 4. SetToDestroy on match point. Now, same thing happening here. Gerg playing for their tournament life, 67-52. They do keep control of the hill, and now you're 1 kill away from Gumless being fully streaked out. There it is. He's looking to carry his team to a game 5. Look at the aggression from Holler, just clearing out that lane. Spawns are in control of SetToDestroy as they now look to take back the lead. Easy should know the lane's clear. He's got a teammate. Watch as he just killed his teammate.
He kills his teammate, but look at the sneaky positioning coming in from Exotic.
Oh my God!
Exotic and Beezy wipe out the entire team.
The boys of SetToDestroy can be crowned champions if they hold this hard point.
They'd have to hold it perfectly. Now they've got set up. They've got inside is going to be Mayhem.
FTL jump's got to be used
as well. They're going to have to try and go to top 3 or trying to fly. It's all good. Pressure's going to come through. First one goes their way. Second one. Third one. Exotic. All 3. You want to get a 4th? He's shut down as well. And now 20 points away. Look where they're spawning out. The streaks are actually coming in as well. They try to FTL jump forward. They're just running for their lives. Beezy locking him down. 2 down now. 10 seconds.
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen, Jack.
Nobody thought Gerg would lose. A shockwave to be sent across Canada. Your World Gaming Cineplex Canadian champions are SetToDestroyX.
250 to 221 is one, and see this signature. 2 minutes. Yo, buddy, congrats, man. Let's fucking go, buddy. There you go. Come on, man. Let's go. Think of what he. Boy, get that shot. Let's go. Can I get you the shot? Yeah. Can I get you a round? Guys, can I get you a round?
So we're going to slide that over with them all in. Get your cameras ready, ladies and gentlemen. To the winners, SetToDestroyX, give it up for our winners! Taking home 20,000 Canadian dollars.
You guys just won 20 grand. Go fucking nuts, baby!
And I believe we won 3-1 in the finals, and it was an incredible time, and the team won some money, and we had tons of PR and media exposure, and we just had a fun time. It's always a great event. We've always been a part of the World Gaming finals for every single title that they've had. So once again, we know the team very well, and we know the World Gaming and Cineplex guys, and it was just something that we loved being part of.
There you go. The struggles.
Hey, don't look at me like that.
What?
Yeah. How's the walk, bro? We're out here on the winning side. We're on the winning escalator.
You're going a little slow.
Yeah, really.
That my way we won.
Dude, just slide down it like that. Oh God, don't. Shit.
StaX stuff.
Stuck. Tesla.
Go over. Oh shit! All right, there we go. Perfect.
Wave it around like you just don't care.
Some of the really cool perks that happened from working with World Gaming in the past and being synonymous kind of with their events is we were approached by the Space Channel here in Toronto that films. They have a segment called Inner Space that's right out of Toronto, I believe out of the Much building. Or the Bell Media building. And so our team had an opportunity of going there on a Thursday afternoon. And so Mayhem and Exotic and BZ and Holler all went to the Space Channel and filmed like a really cool kind of 30-second ad with the Space Channel. It's cool because we got an opportunity of speaking with Wim Stocks, which is, I believe, the CEO of World Gaming. And he kind of interviewed some of our players. And then we also met with some of the TV hosts there of Inner Space. And it was just an excellent opportunity of really getting on TV and showcasing our brand. And anytime those things happen, it's something that is extremely valuable because those things cost time and money and energy. And once again, we didn't have to pay for any of it. So it was something that was great exposure for us and our players, and ultimately just working with World Gaming and Cineplex too. So it was a great opportunity. We took advantage of it, and it was pretty small, but it was definitely something that was pretty cool being on TV here in Canada again.
Plus, we have an interview with SetToDestroyX, the winners of this weekend's Call of Duty Championship.
Before, we wouldn't even be having any type of tournament like this, and now we have national tournaments, which is pretty cool.
Welcome back, everyone. The Cineplex World Gaming Canadian Championship was held over the weekend, and we chatted with the winners about their exciting come-from-behind victory.
Congratulations go out to SetToDestroyX for winning the World Gaming Call of Duty Championship. The 4 gaming guys rallied to beat Team GIRG at the All-Ontario Final yesterday and took home $20,000 for their hard work.
It's kind of amazing, to be honest, because like I say, like a year or two ago, something like this wouldn't even happen. It wouldn't even be possible. Like before, we wouldn't even be having any type of tournament like this, and now we have national tournaments, which is pretty cool.
We've worked a lot to bring some of the comments that we need more programming in Canada for esports, and that's exactly what we're doing.
So UMG, I'd spoken with some of the individuals over at UMG, and they mentioned that they really want to focus on Canadian events. So Sault Ste. Marie, Timmins, I think Barrie, Sudbury, Toronto, maybe another one in southwestern Ontario, maybe Ottawa. And so their first event was here in Sault Ste. Marie. So instead of flying up there, we actually took our entire COD team, our Canadian COD team. And so it was me, StaX, and then we had Exotic in our vehicle. And then in the other vehicle, we had Holler, Mayhem, BZ, and then Holler's girlfriend, Summer. So we had 2 vehicles and we trekked up there, and it's about an 8-hour drive, and it was a lot of fun. So it's kind of like the equivalent of kind of like a guy's road trip, minus like having a great destination at the end where you're like a beach for like summer or spring break or something. But so we made it up to Sault Ste. Marie without any trouble, and it was pretty interesting when we got up there because it's in the middle of like a steel / pulp and paper, whole town. And so it's not like where you're at like in Orlando and you can look out and there's a beach or there's destinations or things to go to. You're really like in an isolated city in Northern Ontario, and you're pretty happy that you have internet. So and that's not a knock against them. Like it's once again, UMG is working with a consortium of groups in Ontario to really present new locations and new ways to promote gaming and community involvement within gaming in various destinations. And you know, the fact that we're synonymous with Canadian gaming and we're really one of those pioneer, you know, entities within Canada that's focused on esports and gaming and online gaming, we felt it was necessary to go to the event, have a team and go out and compete. Yeah, it says machine shop, so. Okay.
Am I being frank? Or is it a joke?
Oh, here, it's right here, guys.
Yeah, let's go.
UMG Pro-Am registration. In a single white piece of paper. All right. That's a coat. Oh, that's a coat room. Dude, where are we? We found it. What's up, bro?
So we don't want to let you in until we're completely ready to go and actually give you the best event we can possibly have. Okay, so we have a few minor technical difficulties that we're working on to fine tune. The venue's ready to go, but we want to make sure that everything is working in order before we actually let you guys go in and experience everything we've been working on. Okay?
So we get to this event, which is at like a steel, it's like an old, you know, factory. I think it was pulp and paper at one point, and then I went to steel fabrication. And it's a really unique event because like you're literally in the middle of history in the last 200 years. Like it's a facility that's been renovated time and time and time again. And so they had this event, they have like a bar and a restaurant, and you kind of walk into it and you kind of feel like you're in like a hockey arena at first. And then you get in there and it's absolutely beautiful. So we had the opportunity of competing in there, and some of the locals were absolutely hilarious.
Oh, come on! Get him! Come on,
You guys just lost a round?
Oh my
god. That's unlucky.
Should I have to put up with? I definitely wouldn't want to be part of that. Yo, you guys have all the time in the world. Don't worry. Holy shit, that's my shit. Are you serious right now? I'm watching this guy, I'm like... Oh, dude. Oh my god, I can't believe
Oh, you let him get a kill? Oh, dude.
So it was just, you know, like they're drunk at like 10 o'clock in the morning, having a good time, spilling beer. Like it's almost like they just didn't sleep the night before and they just kept going. But once again, like I come from a small rural town in southwestern Ontario, and that's kind of the scene, what it is. It's just kind of duplicated up there. So it was really a unique event, and our team went up there, and it was pretty easy to say the least.
The only team standing in our way at the moment is StDx. Honestly, I think it's going to be really close, but our goal is to take it home.
The mentality you should always have going into a tough matchup is to not think that you're going to lose and focus on what you need to do to win. Pretty much every team we've played, we've beat 3-0. We're feeling pretty confident about winning the event. I think the only team that's probably going to give us like a, not even a run for our money, but make us try harder is Andon Alley's team.
It's time, Jack. Grand Finals, StDx versus OneHype. We're starting things out once again with the hardpoint. Looking at the rig draft so far, I mean, we see the Centurion on both sides, FTL jump, active camo, and reactive armor. This one playing by the meta.
I am absolutely pumped for this one, and I really want to make sure that the crowd is getting involved with us here while we're casting this one. Make some noise for the Grand Finals, everybody that is in the venue today. I want to hear you screaming throughout this entire series because this is the biggest game of this weekend. But we're on board with Zaid. Let's see what OneHype can do, as they're going to be starting off with them. And one player really to pay attention to for me the most here, Paradox, is Ali. I want to see what he can do. Can he have a monster performance like we know he is capable of?
Look at that, already taking one off of the map. Going to try and find the second one. Going to get into a little bit of a back and forth here when Exotic, the team shot, comes in and we'll be able to pick it up somehow. Able to pick up Mayhem inside as well. That clears the way for Zaid. Able to pick up time inside of the hill. StDx have to go on another try for the break. Playing for his life, not able to spot anything over towards the bedroom. The break did come in over on the hard point, so StDx have control. It's going to open things up. There we go. Holler picks up 7 in a row. 125 away, almost picks up the one on Ally, but it's like, no thank you, I can hang.
And even get the new time on a hill across the map. It's pure dominance. And count it down with me, everybody. 4, 3, 2, 1. StDx take map number 1 here in our grand final at UMG Sault Ste. Marie.
250 to 129 is your final in game number 1. OneHype are bringing the hype, and we're in game number 2 underway. Chief has control of the bomb and the push, going all the way down towards the B site. 3 players up for either side. Misui trying to stay alive here, found himself and his team in a 2v3, make it a 1v3 situation.
Yeah,
oh,
no! I thought for a second Fusi was going to make a 1 versus 3 happen. StDx, though, they come out strong in this one.
It seems something is off a little bit as far as some of the plays that they're making. You see Exotic uses the active camo, pushes through, picks up 1, making 2. Zaid now left in a 1v2, picks up 1, taken out right away, 6-1. StDx take map number 2.
Zaid actually got both there. I thought there was a possibility maybe the 1 versus 3 clutch was going to come in, but FTL just zooms up into the skies. You cannot see him. Game number 3, OneHype versus SetToDestroy. Well, guys, we are now 5 minutes away from seeing if StDx can close out their opponents OneHype with the 3-0 victory and be crowned UMG Sault Ste. Marie's champions for 2017. He's had a fantastic performance for StDx this weekend.
40 cam, Holler gearing in, gets 39,
1 more kill.
Tries to pick up 1 more all the way under the uplink, would not be able to pick it up. 11 seconds still left. OneHype find themselves all the way down. Beezy doing the celebratory circles. The dunk up and in. 12-2 will be your final score here. Congratulations to StDx. They are your UMG Sault Ste. Marie Pro-Am champions.
Hold on to it. That's your only trophy you're ever gonna get.
Yeah. Go to 1. Yeah. You keep recording, buddy. Just went like 2.5 weeks ago. That's why every time we pick it up, like no.
Where's my bag, bro?
We didn't really have any competition, you know, really until the end. But at the end of the day, we won UMG Sault Ste. Marie, and we just came off of a win at World Gaming Cineplexes too. So we just won $30,000 for SetToDestroyX and our players in less than 4 weeks. So it was 2 events back to back, and we performed extremely well. And yeah, we can't wait to go to the next event. And it doesn't matter where it is. It's really just going there and having fun and supporting, you know, Canadian gaming.
Literally warming up in the song.
My name is Mike Baxter. I'm also known as StaX in the eSports community. And I'm a photographer, videographer, and an editor, pretty much. I do everything. Pretty much in 2017, I guess everything prior to that, I've just been going to events and like taking photography like to the next level in the open bracket, because I know a lot of players don't really get that focus. It's pretty much anybody that's the pro players or anything like that. So as of 2017, I've really gotten into filmmaking. Doing this whole Destroyers episodes and stuff, it's a big task, you know. It's nothing like I've ever done before. I did a 10-minute documentary on another esports team like back in 2015, and this is just like, and that was nothing compared to what I'm doing now. So I'm really enjoying this, and this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. It's actually funny, I've actually grown up with a lot of the photographers and videographers in this community, like going back, dating ever since Ghosts in 2014 or 13 or whatever that is, and just progressing and seeing how big the media side can get, because I've always said that there's like hardly any media that goes to these things back in the day, right? So if I hit it early and fast, like I'm gonna get it, right? So growing up and seeing all these like videographers and photographers just blowing up out of nowhere, it's amazing. So I feel very privileged to be in with the, I guess the upper echelon of the photographers and videographers. So yeah, I feel very blessed to be here. I live through my camera, and my camera lives through me.
At the end of November 2016, my management staff and I had really a strong instinct about H1Z1 and 2017. We really didn't have a lot of knowledge within the industry. We didn't have a lot of knowledge within that game or impact within that game. We saw that there had been Twitch cons and 1v1s and other events, and so it was a pretty bold move by us at the beginning of December to say, all right, let's go sign a team and let's go, you know, do this very quietly. So at first I had approached Chin, which is Omni Skills, and said, hey, you know, we have an opportunity here of being really one of the first 2 or 3 teams in the world to get established and give ourselves a head start in case something happened. So we had all felt that in 2017 something was going to happen, we just didn't know when or if or where or how. So we were really just trying to set up a team ahead of everybody else and give us a jump start, so that once again everybody else felt like they were panicking, saying, all right, I think we're missing the boat here a little bit. So, you know, after Omni, we had signed Raildawn. After Raildawn, we had signed, I think it was Ana. After Ana, it was Viva. And then after Viva, we had signed Doug at the end. Yeah, that's right. And we had announced the team, I think it was January 11th. And January 7th or in and around there. And I think the only other team that really had set up or established by then was Strictly Business. Oh, and Equifox was in January as well. So once again, we were one of those first 3 teams in North America, let alone probably you could say the world, that really established something, believing that there was going to be a marketplace for the competitive scene moving forward. So we had a great jump on everybody else. No one really knew that we were setting up a team, and once again, we just, you know, heeded to our team patience, right? Go out and practice, work together, do as much as you can until something gets set up. So after probably about a month and a half, so in and around the end of February, we were contacted by Daybreak and their media team, and they had told us about Fight for the Crown, and we were, I think, the 6th or 7th team, I think it's the 7th team invited to Fight for the Crown in Los Angeles.
This is it, boy. 75 players, 15 teams, $300,000.
Let's go, baby!
H1Z1, Fight for the Crown. Special presentation Thursday, April 20th on the CW.
Matt Baxter from WWG, and beside me I have Raildon from Set to Destroy. Now the biggest thing you should know about Raildon is that this guy really loves H1. You go on his Twitch, you go on any social media platform, if there's not H1 and the word love next to each other, you're on the wrong Raildon account.
I've been playing first-person and third-person shooters ever since they existed. Back when Wolfenstein 3D first came out on the PC, it was DOS, you know. I'm 32, so I got the chance to start from the beginning with these games, and as they progressed, you know, I saw some really good things in the original Call of Duty games that ended up falling by the wayside, like one-shot kills with rifles back when they were doing like almost like a Medal of Honor thing. And I really enjoyed that gameplay, and I enjoyed the fast-paced nature of if you make one mistake, then you're done. And H1 brings it all back to that point for me, with a third-person perspective advantage too, which is kind of a new twist.
Now you talk about eSport, you talk about competitive play and how you enjoy all these basic aspects that make casual players really enjoy the game. How is this game going to thrive as an esport?
You know, the future for this game is becoming clearer and clearer here as we get closer to the midpoint of the Z2, you know, sort of progression, I think. I think there's, in my opinion, I think that there's probably going to be an altered game mode in the future for competitive play, just slightly. And it might be that the safe zones are more on the sides of the map. It might be that you spawn in some more randomized locations. Because when you get to the level that these players are all at here at the tournament, you get to the point where you know everything that's going to happen when you drop down. And it is because you do it thousands of times. We all have about 4,000 or 5,000 hours in the game now. So that adding that slight variation, you know, and not knowing where people are going to come from a little bit more is, I think, what's going to happen. You know, they're going to find a way to kind of get that in there. So then even us, we're going to keep guessing as to what's happening. Right now, if you give these players about 2 or 3 more months, we are going to have like 50+ kill games. They're going to know exactly where everybody is at all times. I mean, I like to set the route in my head when I land, if I'm in PV or if I'm somewhere else, once I know where other people like to land and where they like to walk afterwards. Right. So I make markers like a StarCraft player would. If it's 3 minutes in the game, if it's 4 minutes in the game, I know that it takes you this long to loot this, and if you're here, if you're a decent player anyway, you know, I can go and look at where the doors are opened and things like that. So it gives me that secret advantage of knowing that in the long run, I don't even need to see you. I just need to know that you like to go there because you're a player, and then I can find you and kill you.
Man, H1Z1, a lot of people don't know, but I've been playing H1Z1 ever since the day it came out. Even before there was Battle Royale. Even before there was a competitive aspect of it. But H1Z1, for me, it's a pretty big passion of mine. Like I said, being like one of the pioneers in playing the game, right? I love the game. And when Battle Royale came out, myself, Jared Visions, and a guy that used to be in our old organization, Gracadian, we've always played together in the competitive aspect. We've always played competitively. And when Battle Royale came out, we were pretty good. Like, I don't think there was ever a time that we didn't place outside of the top 10. And just going from the old style of gameplay, when it transitioned to King of the Kill, it did a complete 360. It was a big overhaul, right? I hated it. I hated it because it wasn't the same game that I fell in love with, right? The whole map was different, and I didn't like change, right? Just the same thing with Call of Duty. As soon as they went to jetpacks, I didn't like it. I don't like change. It's funny. As soon as I dropped into Z2, I landed in U. I didn't even find a gun. Got two-shotted. I uninstalled the game. I was like, this isn't what I want to play. I want to play the old one, right? After I would say probably about a 6-month break, Fight for the Crown was announced. And it announced that we got a actual H1Z1 team. And I was like, well, shit. I kind of missed the mark on that, right? So I've been playing it a lot lately. Like, it's the only thing that I've enjoyed, right? With Infinite Warfare not being what I want it to be, and Call of Duty Remastered, it was fun, but I mean, it still, it wasn't fresh, it wasn't new, right? It felt like I've been playing the same game for 10 years, right? And H1Z1, it's a whole different thing. The competitive side of it, it's amazing. I think a lot of the players I look up to, especially a lot of the players on our team I look up to. I haven't really gotten in touch or involved with a lot of the players other than Doug, but like it's really cool, and I haven't looked up to like players and like aspiring to be at that skill level in a long time. I would think ever since back Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, when I used to compete. It's a passion of mine and I never want to give it up.
Okay, so everybody's here but Chin. And then can everybody, if you guys are in a game, just like finish it up because we have some stuff to go over here. Because I just realized that there's another form we have to fill out. Okay, so everybody's here?
Yeah.
Where to start here? Yeah, so we have a form to fill out here. Is there such a thing as called like a Daybreak name?
Yes, your account name.
Okay, and then, okay, so what I need from everybody here, so we need handles, Daybreak name, sweatshirt size, social channels, Twin Galaxies name. And does anybody want to go to California from March 17th to 20th?
Is this a thing?
It's official.
Are you
Is this
serious?
a thing?
Congratulations.
Oh,
Is this a fucking thing?
Oh my god.
Yeah, bro. Really?
So
thanks for making us wait, Tina.
Yeah.
I'm getting okay. Now it's even better, right? Because you had to wait.
So yeah, I spoke with the eSports coordinators and the tournament organizer and all that today. I got all the information. So figure out your stuff and let's get team practices all the fucking time now. Okay?
Yep, that sounds good.
All right, good stuff, guys.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Awesome. You too.
Bye.
Peace.
Right next to us.
They're going home.
Yeah, they are. Yes, contact.
Yo, everyone calm down.
Careful here, careful.
You guys remember Talladega Nights? Was it where he's like, oh no, it was Step Brothers. How long is it gonna take to heal? We won't know. What's gonna happen? We won't know. What's gonna happen this next RNG season? We won't know. tough, dude, because those guys have the sound. There's gonna be a lot of team sound.
There's already people in Spencer's.
Holy hell.
This is gonna be really tough.
It's so hard to base, you know, where your skill is or where your rank is because it's an RNG game. So there's always random drops of equipment and guns and vehicles. And it really comes down to where you're being dropped in the map.
Yeah. Right behind them. Right behind them. Get these trees. Get these trees. They're out. They're out. They're out. They're out.
Let's get in the car. Let's go. Let's get the fuck out of here. Their car.
They got out over the gas.
We can go back west. There's only one way. Why not?
We're pinched.
I'm not gonna come to the west. They're not crossing yet. They're not coming over yet. They're not coming over yet. I'm getting shot from the hill. Yeah, they are coming. They are coming. They're just kind of looking. They're just kind of looking.
Yeah. Follow me, boys. Follow it right now.
Northwest is going north right now.
Okay, good.
West is running up the hill. Behind them a little bit. They're on the gray side of the hill. Stay low.
I'm getting shot. I'm getting shot.
They're getting
northwest.
there. They're getting
Northwest. Northwest.
Got one.
Good, good.
They're right in front of us. Senior cover.
I got the one behind us.
Very fucking nice. That's
I'm
SBF
probably gonna die
all
here.
Why?
I'm bandaging as much as I can.
Are you out healing?
A little bit.
I am. I'm out healing. You should be fine, buddy.
Shit, I'm not gonna make it out, dude. I'm not gonna make it out. I don't know if I'm gonna make it out either.
I don't think I will. It's so far away.
Fuck.
Wicked far, man.
Good try, guys.
Omni skills from SetToDestroyX taken out by the gas, as well as Enigma 6 sign. Viva La Bad was killed by Rogue Storm in his first kill in this tournament. Anna also taken down by the gas, and that means SetToDestroyX completely eliminated out of the fight for the crown.
What was it like playing in the biggest H1Z1 tournament to date, and what's your feelings on how you placed?
It was an amazing experience. The way we placed really didn't have anything to do with how we played it. I think it was just all the gas. Just one of those things where it's just unlucky at the end.
I think we had the best communication there at the end. We were all together. We were all moving together. Like we were functioning well, regardless of the circumstances. And I just don't think anybody should hang their head on our performance or how the game ended. It's just we know the nature of the game, and we just gotta be excited for the future.
Just a little too slow.
Yeah.
Being stuck in that lake the way we were, we made the best of it. We got out of the lake, and that says a lot about our team.
What would you say you learned the most from this event?
Absolutely nothing, to be honest. This is something that we've all experienced before, but the problem is every situation is always a little bit different. You
can always say we could have done this, we could have done that. The problem is it happened, and that's all there is.
2020 is hindsight in this game. It's really just random.
We know what to expect. We've been there, but from each situation, you can't do it like a Counter-Strike play. It's a completely different game every game. That's what makes this game challenging.
What do you think this means for the H1Z1 competitive community moving forward?
It was an amazing experience, and judging from what I just saw, it looks like nobody would create something so awesome for one time. So
Yeah, the production quality.
Yeah, the production was really good.
Very happy, smiling faces on the money side of this thing.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, Obey had won. They played an extremely well, strong game, and our team placed 11th or 12th, just behind there. But the unique thing is there's so many different ways that you can evaluate a team. So is Obey the best team? Maybe not. They ended up winning this game. We believe that there could be a couple changes coming up with our H1 team moving forward here in May. So we've had an opportunity of evaluating some of the guys from Strictly Business. And right now we're confidentially speaking with some of those players, and it looks like we could be signing them to contracts here in May moving forward. But at the end of the day, it's a unique game, it's a fun game, it's an addicting game. And it's something that we have a lot of interest in and what we're going to be doing moving forward as well on the PC side.
I'm shooting video.
That I have now is like a huge differentiator.
I'm getting heated, bro.
Don't look so bored.
Sometimes